Hold on. So we had all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Laborly, aka Catley, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the
on
podcast.
period. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need y'all to know that. Y'all, we just had so many slip ups. One, I wasn't on camera. Two, my mic was muted. I don't like that. It's probably because I'm on this tip right now, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all where I'm at right now, cause I'm not playing with these mofos. I'm right here. This where I'm at, so don't play with me. And we talking about some just triggering. We talking about some triggering stuff this evening. So yeah, I'm right there. But if you need to know, and if you know, then you know, it's Wet and Wired Wednesday. We've been more so wired lately than wet, but that's okay because these are the things that need to be exposed. These are the things that we need to talk about. Like they go swept under the rug so much that these are the things that we need to talk about. So it's Wet and Wired Wednesday. Wet and Wired Wednesday. We're gonna talk about it. Some things I gotta get out the way before I even start my shenanigans. First things first. Join the conversation. Whether we agree or disagree, I still want you to be a part of this conversation. And just because I disagree, that doesn't mean I'm gonna agree with you all the time. That just means that we have a difference of opinion, and that's okay. Drop a comment, call in, or text 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. You can call in or leave the conversation every night. And if you would like me to drop a link, I don't do it. I explained this on the last show, which was yesterday. Why I say this, because we've had a lot of bullshit and I haven't had time because I'm a mom first, and I got things to do. And so sometimes, sometimes we get caught lacking. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna forget my obligations as a mom because I do the show. I'm not doing that. Sorry. So yeah. Ask me to drop the link and I will. But if you come in here with some nonsense, I'm reading that behind for Phil. Just know that. I like that part. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription that we can get when it comes down to this podcast. We need them. We like them. We love them. We want more of them. We do. We do. We do. We do. So just make sure. Why does that keep happening? Hey, hi, Rock. Hi, honey. Hey, Bookie Boo. What's up? Um, my boo Rock in the building. Well, we got a like early too. I love that. Keep them likes coming. Hi, Be More Johnson. You new to the like situation. Hi. Hey. So listen, we are getting back to these Diddy docs. That's what I like to call them now at this point. Because what are we really doing right now? Well, no, we got a lot of documentation to go through. It's just Diddy has so many. He has so many, so it's like we got to go through all these documents, um, because he has so many. Jeez, Louise, he got so many. And so let me tell y'all too. Not only the four that I had, which is the documented cases, and I'm not gonna go into them unless I have the documentation to back it up so that I can read it. But some other cases have come up and they're boys. No, it's not Usher. I kind of wanted it to be Usher, but we got some more boys in the building. So we got some documentation. I'm waiting for those to hit the hit the wavelength so that I can get them, because I don't talk on them unless I definitely have the court dockets in my hand, or in my hand. I just it gotta be real, it gotta be true. And if it's not that, then I'm just not gonna read them. But we are going to finish up the second case with Diddy. And I'm doing them according to when they were filed. Because I feel like that's the only way to do it. We not, hold on. Let me get this off. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hold on. Ho. Bear with your girl. All right. Let me get it off screen for a second. But yeah, we're not reading. We're not gonna report anything that we don't have a docket on. And so we are in the second docket, which I have in my right here in my face. And then we got a third and a fourth. And hopefully by the time we get to the fourth one, the fifth and the sixth will be out. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. So the last time we spoke, I think we left off with because I was we left off right about here. And I think we left off right about here because it was a lot. It was a lot. And if you don't know by now, I am what we would call a trauma baby. These experiences I have had, and so they mean the reason why I read these court cases is because it's something that I've experienced. And although what I will say is the reason why my accuser is not serving time right now, so I need him to know this. Let me say this. The reason why he's not serving time right now is because we live in the same neighborhood. That was a lot. It was a lot. Two, I don't feel like Baltimore City Police Department was on my side. I felt like they was on his side a little bit more. And then I had to talk to some people, and I don't feel like they were on my side either. So as far as I'm concerned, I feel like I'm a ride for these people. It helps me out a little bit in my traumas in life to just advocate for them. So and then also, like, who deserves to be done dirty? Nobody. So yeah, I'm a ride for them. I'm a ride for them. So where we left off last, how he tried to subdue the plaintiff from reporting the items, and some more stuff after that, and we're going to talk about it. So despite her did I say everything I was supposed to say? I think I said everything. Call in, like, share, and subscribe. I think I said everything I was supposed to say. So anyway, Combs tried to subdue the plaintiff from reporting him or the incident. Of course he did. Despite her emotional pain, the plaintiff continued to work in the music industry and began working for Stress Management, a DJ management company that represented DJ Funkmaster Flex. Oh, what? I was not ready for Funkmaster Flex to be a part of this. Funkmaster Flex and others. At Stress Management, the plaintiff supervisor was Jessica Rosenbaum, who was known for creating Mecca. a music series where many of New York's hip hop legends perform. Listen, and Jessica, let's go in on Jessica real quick because Jessica was a part of that situation that happened with the Stampede situation in NYC. Puffy was in charge of that. Jessica was a part of that, and then Heavy D was a part of that, and then a lot of other artists like LL Cool J and stuff like that was supposed to perform. So they were all there for the situation. And from what I'm hearing, I'm get ready to pull. Oh, say less. I'm about to pull him. I'm gonna send this to myself because I want. Gene Deal spoke a lot on this particular situation. And so while we're going through this, I'm gonna look for the Gene Deal while he talks about that particular situation. I'm gonna send it to myself because I feel like that's the best way. But he spoke on Jessica. Oh my gosh, I wasn't ready. He spoke on Jessica. And from my understanding, she was responsible for the money, of course. Of course. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let me hold this for a second. I'll pull it up in a minute. Recordings. Shut up. I'm glad it played though, because now I can really go to my YouTube and find it. So Jessica, it was Jessica, Puffy, and Heavy, right? So they were responsible for the function that happened to be the Stampede situation in NYC. Oh my gosh, Jessica. What? All right, so let me finish. Oh, jeez, Louise. I was not expecting Jessica to come up in this too, but Jessica's here, so we're gonna talk about it. So anyway, Astros management planning supervisor was Jessica Rosenbaum, who was known for creating Mecca, a party series. A party series where many of New York's hip hop legends performed. Plaintiff helped promote Rosenbaum's parties and also acted as her personal assistant by completing any errands that she had. One night, the plaintiff was working on one of Rosenbaum's parties when she unfortunately ran into Combs and did her best to avoid talking to him. Interesting. The plaintiff, despite plaintiff's efforts, Combs backed plaintiff into a corner and inappropriately confronted her in public. Combs dramatically got down on his knees before insisting that he wanted her to believe him when he said he did not want her he did not he did not do what she's saying. So is he saying that he didn't show the video? What is he saying he did not do? That's my question. Because Devontae, the last time we spoke, Devontae said that he showed everybody the video. All right, so he's saying that he did not sing. Okay, so Combs dramatically got down on one knee before insisting that he wanted her to believe him when he said he did not do what she's saying, what she's saying. So I'm assuming that's the thing with Devontae coming back and telling her. Rosenbaum noticed Combs' odd behavior and asked why he was begging her for forgiveness. Plaintiff merely told Rosenbaum that Diddy Combs had wronged her, as she was afraid of divulging more, as Rosenbaum often worked with Diddy. Okay, so let's get to the Rosenbaum. Oh. I gotta get over to the Rosenbaum because y'all don't know, but Rosenbaum was pretty impactful in Diddy's career. Hold on. Let me get where I need to be real quick so I can pull her out real quick. Oh my. Okay. Oh, they don't be ready for this tea. Oh my gosh. So we haven't talked about the incident in 1991. We haven't talked much. We haven't talked at all about the incident where it was a celebrity basketball game, and Heavy D was supposed to be performing. He was part of that situation. Hold on, I'm waiting for it to pull up. I might got to do it over here. So Heavy D was definitely on the roster for performances. I got to do it over here because this is just taking too long, and I cannot. Let me exit this page and go over here. So Heavy D was very much involved in this situation. Puffy was the person who was responsible for organizing the situation. Jessica, they, it's a lot. It's a lot of people who can testify to what I'm saying right now. So we got the gentleman who works with. Hold on, I gotta switch to my other. He works with one of the YouTubers that I actually watch on a regular basis, right? His name is Al Prophet. But the gentleman whom I'm speaking of, his name is Cavario, right? Hold on. And I pay attention to what they post because I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. Let me add my account real quick. So Cavario, right? Let me put this in the situation real quick. Cavario, right? Oh, and it's easy. Cavario is a Harlem Night, right? Cavario has been one of those gentlemen whom has been in these Harlem streets for years. If you know, hold on, if you know, then you know. So Cavario has been, I don't want to play anybody's anything. I'm just going to play Gene Dale because I really want him to come on this show on the low because it's a good conversation. And then when I bring up the things that I'm bringing up, he will confirm or he will say, no, that's not true. But Cavario, from my understanding, Cavario was heavy in these NYC streets, right? Hold on. Let me turn my volume down so this can play out so I can get my history. But Cavario was heavy in the Harlem streets. And I tried not to tie myself into it too much, even though I have a child by a Harlem dude. Cavario was heavy in them NYC. Like he was one of them dudes that you didn't play with. You didn't play with him at all. But then not only that, he is the person who is responsible. Wow. I don't know how to feel about this. And let me tell you why I don't know how to feel about this right now. And I'm going to try to be quick with it because I want to tie into the things that I'm saying. So there has always been a discrepancy between him and dang, I remember Cavario. What's the other dude? Shoot. That's why I need Doc here so I don't cuss. Cavario was one with the Don Diva situation, and then we had the whole other dude. Kevin, I think his name was Kevin Klein, something to that nature. So that's always been a debate in my mind. I'm just gonna type it in because I don't really wanna. Okay. Let me type her name in. So anyway, so there has always been okay, yeah, Jessica Rosenbaum. Okay. So there has always been this whole thing about Cavario and Kevin, because Kevin, both of them were in prison for a long time. I kind of know both of their stories. Hold on, this coming. So anyway, I kind of sort of know both of their stories because I've been okay, here we go. Oh. So I've been very much entwined in both of their stories, right? Because that was always a question for me. Like, who really started Dawn Diva magazine? If you don't remember Dawn Diva magazine, I don't know where. I remember Dawn Diva magazine, and all of the ballers was in it. All the musicians was in it. Hold on, I gotta get over here. All of the ballers was in it. All the musicians. You had to come from a certain era to know about Dawn Diva, and let me know if you remember Dawn Diva magazine. Let me know, because that was a popular magazine. So anyway, so Jane Dill, which if you don't know, so let me put you on. If you don't know who Jane Dill is, Jane Dill was a long time security member for Diddy, right? And this is crazy. So anyway, I watched this because I watch other podcasts. I pay attention to other people. I'm subscribed to Al Prophet's situation, and him and Cavario, they work together a lot, right? So Cavario, if you don't know, like I said, he's a major Harlem Knight. He's big in Harlem. I'm not going to talk about our private life. Let's just say I know that he's heavy in these Harlem streets, right? He's not one of them people that you kind of sleep on a little bit. He depends on who you talk to. Let's say that. So Cavario was telling Cavario was telling multiple stories about his run-ins with Diddy, but one in particular was the specific night that they had the event, the concert, the celebrity basketball situation, whereas though Heavy D was performing and a couple of other artists. Dougie Fresh was there. LL Cool J was there. It was a few artists, right? But the one name that kept coming up every time when Cavario told the story, and even when Jane tells the story, the one name that keeps coming up, and I just read it in this court case that we're reading, is Jessica Rosenbaum. I want to bring this up real quick. Hold on. I'm going to bring this on the screen real quick because I feel it's very important to what we're talking about. So let me share the screen because that's what I was looking for. And I found it. But Jessica Rosenbaum is a name that keeps coming up. And it's crazy. And the more that you bring it together, let's listen to Jane and what Jane had to say. Hold on. We're going to listen to Jane. Let me know if y'all can, if y'all haven't. Okay. All right. Let's listen to Jane. Because I feel like Jane is giving me all the tea. Let's see what Jane is talking about. Jane! Hold on, I gotta fix this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Because it's an echo. And I'm trying to figure out. Let me mute myself.
Seen Sheila Price. What's up with you, Ma? Yeah, Imperfect Believer. She said she had a great time in Nails. That's where Tupac met the girl who accused him. Yeah. But this was way before Pacman was allowed to even go in that joint. They, they toned down on their standards, what I'm just saying, what they used to be. Dominique said she waiting to be a taste tester. Okay, if you say so, Dominique. Clubs in New York City. The grandfather who I thought was my father was my grandfather, and then I met my mother, and then she lived out in Jazz and Romeo Trucking Show. Okay, Basil Champ, the first song she's so involved in hip hop, and we're gonna get to that, right? Because you heard what I said, the little Jewish white girl, right, opened the doors for hip hop to come below Central Park in New York City. They wasn't having no parties like that. Dawn McCrumbie, good morning to you too. Aaron Bronson, you said you could play house music at the garage. You could play all kinds of music, but rap, hip hop, no. So
So I'm not gonna go all the way through James' whole spill because that would be a whole show because he has his own situation. But when I say that this name is synonymous, and let me know if y'all can hear me. When I say that this name is synonymous with how it was going down in NY, that whole situation with Puffy, with Heavy D and the Stampede situation. And if y'all don't know, if you don't know, then let me fill you in. So it was a Stampede in, I think it was 1991. Heavy D was supposed to be performing. Al Cool J was supposed to be performing. A couple of other, if not performing, they was playing in the game. There was a stampede. A few people died. I think it was like 10 people, one of which was Father MC's baby mama. Few people died. From what I'm understanding, from what Jean says, hold on, let me fix myself real quick. From what I'm understanding, from what Jean is saying, Jessica locked the doors so that they couldn't get in because she was the one counting the money. Of course. Of course. She was the one counting the money. She got afraid and she locked the doors. And that's when all the chaos started happening. So Jessica is very monumental to that whole situation. So this is why her name is very important. Let me take Jane off the screen real quick. I want him on my show. I swear I do, because he will give me greater understanding. And then I can tie in some loose ends. So anyway, let's get back to what we were reading. Oh my gosh. Plaintiff helped promote Rosenbaum's parties and also acted as her personal assistant by completing any errand she had. One night, the plaintiff was working at one of Rosenbaum's parties. I let y'all hear a little bit of what Jane was saying, but it just ties them together. So she was working one of Rosenbaum's party. Dang, nabbit. Shut up. All right. I'm reading here. So one night the plaintiff was working one of Rosenbaum's parties when she unfortunately ran into Combs. And she okay, so we read all of that. Let's move forward. Because I want to get back where I was, because that name, Jessica Rosenbaum, means a lot in this whole conversation. Okay, so we got where he got down on his one knee. He asked for forgiveness. The plaintiff merely told Rosenbaum that Combs had wronged her, as she was afraid of divulging more, as Rosenbaum often worked with Diddy. This is the same chick that was at the Stampede situation. So after working for stress management, the plaintiff began writing music video treatments. That's a hard job, girl. Ooh. However, the plaintiff realized that she could not continue to work in the industry as Combs' star continued to rise, and his presence was like his presence was there. Like, where you going without Diddy? Like, everybody saw Diddy. The plaintiff decided to try her hand in screenwriting and ended up moving to California, moving thousands of miles from the location of the situation. Plaintiff had always wanted to work at a record label, but she knew that her dream had she knew that her dream was coming to an end as Combs continued to garner multi-platinum albums and win Grammys. So she knew that in that situation that she was not gonna have that's crazy, Jessica. I'm gonna get back to Jessica because Jessica plays I'm gonna bring Jane back on the screen in a second, but she knew that wasn't happening for her. She knew that as much as she wanted to work in the industry because of the situation with her and Combs, it wasn't gonna happen for her. So the plaintiff spent years trying to recover from the emotional trauma she experienced at the hands of Combs during COVID-19. During the COVID-19 pandemic, plaintiff spent hours rereading her journals and just deciphering what she was going through. However, she felt physically ill once she reached the time period in which she met Combs. Plaintiff could not stomach continuing with the project. So she was going to turn her journals into a project, but she couldn't turn it into a project because it made her ill. Sometimes when you have to reflect on things that happened to you in the past, it's hard to stomach. So I get it. It was the filing of the lawsuit about the abuse of Cassie Ventura on November the 16th of 2023 that forced her to face her situation again. After reading about the lawsuit, the plaintiff spoke to her ex-boyfriend for the first time in years after reading Miss Ventura's lawsuit. During the conversation, the plaintiff's ex recalled how she would become physically ill and recoil every time Combs' music videos was played or his name was mentioned. So every time that she heard his name, it was a problem. Oh my gosh. Still hoping for justice. The plaintiff begins his case. The plaintiff brings his case. Brings a case against Combs. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my phone and device. Against Combs now. Meanwhile, years have passed. Combs legally illegal conduct has cast a shadow over her life. Years later, the plaintiff has continued to see mental health providers who have aided her in her recovery and treatment for PTSD. Tragically, despite several attempts, the plaintiff has not been able to finish her college degree, and she, as her subconscious associates her studies with the assault. Combs, I don't care if I say his name correctly. He's a disgusting individual. Combs his conduct forever changed the trajectory of her career, denying her what might have been a lucrative and successful career in the music industry. The plaintiff has the plaintiff is confident she can prove her case through at least a dozen witnesses to testify to her severe emotional distress and harm that she has expressed after the assault. So again, I didn't even get to play all of Jane Dale, because if I play all of Jane Dale, then it would take up off this show. If I did a Jane Dale situation, I would personally want him on the show so he can talk to me and about what he experienced and what he knows. But he was definitely there for the stampede. He was supposed to be security for that stampede. And Jessica Rosenbaum was definitely there. Her name has come up various times when it comes to conversation of this particular stampede. So if she was there, then you know that she was there later. Why didn't that happen? Or did it happen to you, Jessica? But there's no report of that happening to her. So it happened to Black women. Why? Why? And I'm quite sure he put them in a position to connect with her. Well, not her specifically. I feel like she already had connect. So, cause of action. As a first cause of action, the plaintiff repeats. She realleges each and every allegation made in above paragraphs. She said this is true. This is what she remembers what happened. So they go through the statute of limitation. And y'all, when I say it's like 5 different situations, not only is third cause, the fourth cause was the porn law, because you know it's a violation of the law for revenge porn. Sorry. Revenge porn is a part of that situation. So yeah. That's a part of the case. The fourth cause of action, the NYC Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act. So let me read that act real quick. I think that'll be the safest and shortest way to do this. So the first call, assault and battery under the New York common law. That's the first cause of action. Second cause of action, intentional infliction of emotional distress under the New York common law. That's a second cause of action. I'm not going to get in trouble because this is documented. The third cause of action is SX trafficking under the New York Service for Victims of Human Trafficking law. So that was the third act. Why do people keep sending me messages? Then we have the revenge porn law against the defendant. As of the fourth cause of action, the NYC Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act. That's the fourth cause. As of the fifth cause of action, the NYC Revenge Corn Law. So it's two of them in there. The plaintiff demands a trial by jury of all issues. Prayer for the plaintiff. Here we go. Wherefore, the plaintiff respectfully requests a judgment against the defendant, declaring that the defendants engaged in unlawful practices prohibited by NY common law, the New York Services of Victim and Human Trafficking Law, the New York State Revenge Corn Law, the New York City Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act, and the NYC Revenge Corn Law, and the plaintiff, and that defendant Combs sexually he assaulted the plaintiff, and that defendants engaged in unlawful distribution of intimate visual depiction, aka revenge porn, without consent. Awarding plaintiff compensatory damages for mental and emotional injury, distress, pain, and suffering, and injury to her reputation and the amount to be proven. Awarding the plaintiff damages for defendant's breach of contract, awarding the plaintiff punitive damages, awarding the plaintiff's attorneys. So she want him to pay for her. She want attorney fees too. So awarding the plaintiff attorney fees, costs, expenses that are incurred in the prosecution of the action, and awarding the plaintiff each other. And oh my gosh. So she basically wants him to pay her attorney fees as well, let alone this pain and the suffering that she has inflicted in the situation. Like I said, there's a lot of people that we are speaking on. Funk Flex was named in this case. Devontae Swing was named in this case. Jessica Rosenbaum was named in this case. She was. And Gene Deal talked about her a lot. Gene Deal talked about her when he first talked about the situation. Cavario done brought her up. Cavario said they used to call her Stress Jess. And I'm just not making this shit up. I mean, you could go look on the internet and it's there. I promise you. Just go look up Al Prophet. Al Prophet is a vlogger whom I got started on. I kind of slipped on watching his situations. But when him and Cavario speak, I kind of pay attention because Cavario was there. Cavario, his roots is deep in Harlem. And I can tell you that because I know a few things. Gene Deal was there because he was Puffy's security off and on for years. And Gene Deal wrote a book. Mark Curry wrote a book. And I think that's why Puffy was trying to stop everybody. I think that's my personal thoughts. This has nothing to do with what we got going on here. It's not a reflection of Ambitious Leader, because this is my personal thought. But Gene Deal disposes a lot. Cavario disposes a few things. And every time that both of them has spoken, as far as I'm concerned and what I watch and pay attention to, and again, I advise you to go find out for yourself. And I'm going to give you the two names. Cavario. Go look at Al Prophet's situation he got. His name is Al, A-L, Prophet. He's from Detroit. He does a lot of things talking about what the old school Detroit gangsters. But he linked up with Cavario. Cavario is from Harlem, a Harlem native. His family came from Harlem. And then we got Gene Deal. Yeah, he ain't a Harlem native, but he was a part of the same gang. And he was also Puffy's security. So make sure you go check them out, because I don't want you to just think that I just be saying shit to just be saying shit. Nah, you need to go pay attention to that. But in both scenarios, Jessica Rosenbaum has come up in the situation. Remember that name, Jessica Rosenbaum. She's a part of that. She's a part of that. I gotta show some love, y'all. I'm glad that we finally finished this case, because it was a lot, and we got 2 more Diddy cases, and then I got a couple of more other cases we need to go through too. But Jessica Rosenbaum. I should put that in the description, because her name is very much. Should put this case in the description, so y'all can see it. Now I'm gonna put it over on Coffee, because if you really rock with me, then you know you need to be over at Coffee, because I'll be having some stuff. But Jessica Rosenbaum is very much a part of the situation. And her name has come up multiple times. Like I said, she came up in the stampede. She got scared. She locked the doors. People started getting crushed into the doors. Gene and them had to come open the doors. It was a whole hot mess, because white people don't know how to deal with black folks. And then not only did Gene Deal mention her, but Cavario mentioned her as well in that situation. He said they used to call her Stress Jess, Jewish girl. She got big people in her family. It's getting the plot thickens. And her name just came up in this case that we just read. What? It's crazy. All right, let me get my love. I gotta show love to my people. So I'm going to my love notes. If you don't know about the love notes, Doc and I used to go back and forth about our love notes. I used to just call it love. Doc said that I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I did not. I didn't. But let him tell it. When he come back, he'll tell it. But at the end of the day, we came to a compromise and we call it love notes. So I want to get to my love notes right now. Let's go. It's all love over here. Big love. Big love to my top 6, the United States, the United Kingdom, India, France, Canada, Belgium, specifically Brussels. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Hi, babies. I love you. Hi. Damn, Jessica. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. I love you. Thank you. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Japan, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. I do. Hey, baby. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, China, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, honeys. Hi. I love you. And last but not least, Ghana. If Doc was here, he would be like, where they at? He stand up for Ghana. Listen, I'm back. Hey. This Jessica Rosenbaum just messed my whole head up, because I've been here. Listen, I'm nosy, and I go do my research, and I listen to the people who were there and kind of know some things. And this Jessica Rosenbaum girl has been a part of a lot of things that we did not know about. Jessica! What Cavario say? They call her Stress Jess. And James been talking about Jess. He said she was scary. So yeah, if Cavario said they call her Stress Jess, and James said she was actually scary, I believe. I do. It's crazy. But going back to these documents, and when I say I should put them on the screen right now, I'm gonna just do this. Y'all can't see them. I am reading court documents, and Jessica Rosenbaum is in these documents. She's there. I'm gonna tell you. So it's 22 pages to this document. And in the 22 pages, I said, go to page. Hold on. I'm going to tell you exactly what page to go to. Because I don't want you to think I'll just be lying about stuff. Start at page 12. If you can find the document yourself, I'm going to share it on Coffee, though. But if you could find the document yourself, no, I'm going to say start at page 11. Because it get interesting right there. Because then she talking to the pastor and she didn't want to, you know what I mean? But go to page 12. Rosenbaum comes up. And the crazy part, this is in my mind. I'm not going to tell y'all what to believe. I'm not. Everything's alleged on the show, except for court documents. They in my face. This court document was filed on 11/23/2023. But if I keep seeing the name and then the name comes up in other scenarios with different people, I'm inclined to believe it. And Jessica Rosenbaum, I ain't saying that you knew everything, but what I'm saying is, girl, your name is in these court documents. Page 12, Combs tried to subdue plaintiff from reporting him. 80. Despite her emotional pain, the plaintiff continued to work in the music industry and began working for Stress Management, a DJ management company that represented DJ Funk, Master Flex, and others. At Stress Management, the plaintiff's supervisor was Jessica Rosenbaum. She was there. And then if you go back to the whole Stampede situation, she was there too. Cavario said it, Jean said, I'm just saying. She was there. Jessica, you might need to open your mouth at this point, boo-boo. I'm just saying. I don't. Jessica, you was there, baby. You was there. What? Jessica, they called you stressed just because you was stressing out about stuff all the time. You were so stressed that you locked the door so the people couldn't get in the building, and that's how the Stampede started. Jessica, your name is in too much. You in that case, and then you in this case. Let's go. If you would like to come on the show, hit us up ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. You can come in. You can talk to us about Jessica. You can talk to us about sponsorship or advertisement situations. If you have a suggestion, if you have something that you're promoting, it doesn't matter. It could be whatever it is. Jessica. And you just want to say hi, hit us up ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Also, submit your freestyles to ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com as well. We're looking for those. Jessica, girl. I have permission to play any videos that I happen to play on the show. I wouldn't play it if I didn't have permission. Jessica. Join the conversation. Drop me a comment. You can call and send a text 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. You can ask me to drop the link. I explained this last night, but I'll explain it again. I tell you to ask me because people be up here acting stupid, and I don't have time for it. I'm gonna call names. People been showing their winkers. I don't want to see that shit. I can cuss now. I don't want to see that shit. I'm not looking to see nobody's Peter Wieners on my camera. I'm not. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, every subscription. You can hit the notification bell if you are subscribing to YouTube. Jessica, I'm playing with you, girl. Join our coffee community. If you want this whole document, you will join the coffee community. That's what I'm going to say to that. Jessica. Big shout out to my DJ. Go DJ, because that's my DJ. Go DJ, because that's my DJ. My DJ, Rukazy, be killing the game with these mixes. He's working on it right now, so I appreciate him so much. Thank you, Rukazy. If you would like to donate to the show, $ capital LURLUCIDY. Lord Lucidity, it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It means to lure them in clearly, because we don't bring you no bullshit. We bring you the reality. And Jessica is the reality. She's everywhere where everybody is at. I swear. This is not the first time that I've seen her name. That's why I had to bring it back up, because I've heard her name so many times since all of this has been transpiring. It's crazy, and she has been in there, Jessica Rosenbaum, and she got connections because her family is influential family, so to speak. Jessica, we're looking at you, boo. You need to go talk to your father about this, because we're looking at you. We're looking at you, Jessica, because you've been a part of a lot of bullshit. Let us know how you feel about the mixes too. We always want to know. He always asks me how y'all feel about them, so I like to report back to my DJ and let him know how y'all feel about the mixes. Jessica done messed my hair. Jessica, all right, it's time for you to come forward, baby. It's time, because it's getting super ugly out here, and your name has been entered into a lot of mixes, girl. What we gonna do, Jessica? What we gonna do? But Jessica, your name is in the court case that I just read. All right, so we got 2 more court cases for Diddy for right now, because it seems as though the male victims are starting to come out too. So when I get those, I'm gonna read them too. We gotta talk about it. Jessica, are you in those court cases too? I don't know. But yeah, we got 2 more to go as far as females are concerned. I got a feeling we're gonna hear more about the male aspect of the court cases as well. And I've heard in these Gad Beat streets that some males are coming forward as well. In my opinion, maybe Usher should step up. Bashir, remember Bashir from Empire? I heard a little something about him. And Osiris. Not many of us, if we're adults, know about Osiris, but he was in Jamaica with Diddy as well. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. Diddy, they coming for that ass, and they not playing. Stop playing with them. All right, so let me get into the things that I need to say. Diddy, what you been out here doing, boy? All right. So on January the 6th, we have an interview coming up with Linwood. We're going to talk to him. I heard he a dope ass MC. I heard he's an entrepreneur. I heard a few things about Linwood. So we're going to sit down and talk with him. It's our New Year's smoke break. It's the first interview that we will be doing for the top of the year. I'm excited because I like doing interviews. They make me happy. Yeah, go ahead, Linwood. Come on, let's talk about it. I'm gonna play this real quick, but do not forget. Hold on, where's that? Do not forget to submit your Third Thursday freestyles. I'll be right back. I'm gonna play this real quick. want to play that again. Listen, I was in here laughing because I posted something early. It's a couple of things I posted today. And then I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get out of here. The first thing that I posted is funny, um, because I've been fighting with my daughter for years about this. She does not like when I call her light skin. She's a red bone for real. When I say she's a red bone, like if she does too much, her cheeks get rosy, like rosy. Um, she's. I'll just show y'all a picture of when she was a baby. She's a red bone for real. She's never gotten darker than this, right? She's been this her whole life. But she does not like to call, she don't like for anybody to call her light skin. She don't play that shit. Don't call her light skin. And she be ready to fight you. Um, and so I got a video earlier on IG about somebody calling the light skin person light skin and how they don't like it. And it was funny to me because I've been fighting my daughter about this her whole life. So she's about to be 12. But one thing I've always loved about her is she loved what she is. And maybe it's because the family that she's around and the family that shows her the most affection is all chocolate. So in her mind, she's chocolate too. I don't know. But she don't play that shit. Don't call her light skin. She gonna beat you up. But she loves her chocolate mama. And the most beautiful thing is that I hold her opinion above all the men in the world. She calls me beautiful every freaking day. Even when I don't feel beautiful. Mom, you're so beautiful. She loves her chocolate mama. And so yeah, it is what it is. So that was the first thing. The second thing is I posted earlier that I'm starting a new movement. You don't have to join it. It's just I guess that's my idea of celibacy is just masturbating 2024. That's what I'm doing. You don't have to join the movement. That's my movement. I start these movements not with you in mind, but with me in mind because I'm tired of shit. I'm tired of it. All right. So now that I got all of that, I'm tired of it. So I'd rather be in solitude than to be dealing with people and making shit. That's just me. First things first. Mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business. My business is not your business. Your business is not my business. That's simple. Mind your business. Except for on Media Mondays, sometimes on the tap in. And late as of late, we've been wired. Jessica, girl, your name is in everything. But anyway, besides that, just mind your business. It's a safer way to live. Tell your babies you love them, but not only that, encourage them. Tell them that they are the greatest of all times. They need that. They need that inspiration. You are the first line of everything for them. So just tell them that. If they want to work for NASA, then tell them to be the best engineer, astronaut, receptionist, freaking janitor or secretary they can be. I don't know. I don't work for NASA. I've never worked for NASA. I ain't gonna act like I know what they really be doing over there. It's space. That's what I know. They work, whatever. If they want to work for NASCAR, then tell them be the best NASCAR driver, commentator, pit boss, or whatever else they do over there at NASCAR. I don't know. I've never worked for them either. They just drive really fast. That's what we know. But the point is, tell them to be the greatest that they can be. They need that from their parents. And it's all love. They need that from us. And it's your job to do so. Staying in lane. Oh, and I'm already ready tonight. Staying in lane. My lane is not your lane. And you jump in my lane, that's what you're going to get. I'm just saying. You don't want her. She's not nice. Actually, she could be kind of evil. You don't want her. You want her. She's nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly, and all that good stuff. She is. She really is. She's the sweetest version of me. I don't know. But you want her. Hey, you big purr. you big purr. Because if cat is purring, cat is a happy girl. You just don't want the first one. She evil as shit. You don't want her. She's not cute. I prefer the cuter version of me versus the evil version of me. I'm a Libra. There's two sides of me. I'm a scale. You don't want neither one of them, man. What usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. Oh, who the fuck needs that? I don't need that for y'all. I don't. So just stay in your lane. That's it. Stay in your lane. Last but not least, don't worry about the bullshit ass battle. Worry about the war. There's always a war going on outside, and no man might be been telling y'all for years. No man is safe from. There's a war going on outside. Worry about the war, not the battles. Worry about that. Worry about that. And that's the gist of it. Just worry about the battles. Fuck these bullshit ass wars. But anyway, I gotta get out of here, y'all. I love y'all. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. Doc, I miss you. And we will be back tomorrow because we are doing a Thorough Thursday live tomorrow. Good night. Bye.